Welcome back to another video of Baku-Deals, where I tell you all the best Bakugan deals there are currently. It's the week before Christmas, so there's going to be a few sales for people who want to get their kids Bakugan at a cheap price. But man oh man, if I had told you that there was only a couple sales, I'd be lying. There was Bakugan G3 sales up the wazoo. This is going to be a sort of three-part mini-series where I'm going to go over the Christmas deals for this year, but I'm not going to make you wait until all three videos are up, so I'm going to tell you all the deals right now. But if you do want to see the reviews, then you're going to have to wait until the rest of the videos come out. But to start, the first deal I'm going to show you guys is going to be this Bakugan Battle Pack. All the Bakugan Battle Packs are currently on sale at Target for 50% off, so you get these for 15 bucks. I only picked up a Wave 1 Battle Pack, but I'm sure it also works for Wave 2. I'm not 100% sure, but I got this blue Mantid one. So if there's any battle packs that you wanted to pick up but you didn't buy before that has a cool model you want but you didn't get because you thought it was overpriced, now's your chance to get it. The next deal that I'm going to tell you guys about is going to be the Bakugan Street Brawl Clash Pack, this giant ass pack that comes with 6 Bakugan, I believe. Yeah, it comes with 6 Bakugan, they're all Street Brawl variants, so you got some cores, you got Bruiser, you got Octagon, Hammerhead, Trox, Dragonoid, and Nillious. And this is also half off at $18. It usually is, I think, $35, which I did want this pack because I think the Dragonoid looks cool, and I also wanted the Octagon. However, I wasn't going to spend $35 for 2 molds, but now 18 bucks seems like a great deal for all you get. I didn't actually look at all of the deals that there were on Target. These were the only 2 that I was looking for. That's because I'm a bad YouTuber and I forgot to look at all the deals for you guys. But if you're interested in either of these 2, they're for sure for sale until Christmas Eve, so until the 24th of December. That is when all these deals are active, well, at least the ones from Target. And the last deal I want to mention is not from Target, it's actually from Ross. It is the Bakugan Arena, the Battle Arena. It's currently at Ross for $20. I'm not putting it on the table right now, I'm just showing a picture because it's massive and I don't want to readjust the camera. But if you want me to see me review the other 2 things, then you're going to have to wait for the upcoming days. I'm going to have the review on the Clash Pack on the following Thursday. If I edit all this in time, it's going to be, this video comes out on Wednesday, then the Clash Pack's going to be on Friday, then I'm going to have a special video with the arena on Sunday for Christmas Eve. So if you're interested in that, make sure you check it out. But I already wasted too much time, so let's just get into this pack. I'll start by showing off the code. I'm actually not sure if these still work. I heard that something happened to the Roblox game. They made another one, I think, and these codes don't work for it. I'm not sure, but if you want to try it, then there it is. Now I'm going to be going over the cards. I'm not going to talk about them because obviously I don't play this game, so I can't tell you what's good and what's not. But I will say that there was only a single reason why I bought this pack. A single reason at all. And if you have a guess on what that is, if you watched most of the reviews I made, then you should have a pretty decent guess at what I bought this pack for. If you guess it correctly and say in the comments, then you win. I don't know what you win. I'm broke, okay? I had to buy these at a discount. You think I have anything to give you? Then here are the 2 bottom halves of the cards. I'm pretty sure these are ones that I've already had. I think they're pretty identical. I don't think they're any different, depending on the pack. I do recognize Scorch Whips and Star Flails, but again, couldn't tell you if they are the exact ones or not. I completely forgot there were cards in this as well, the Brawler cards or whatever. So I'll show those off. Griffin. I actually watched a little bit of the G3 show, and I have a scorching hot take. Maybe, I don't actually know how people feel about the show, but I actually really like Dan in the show. I think he's pretty decently characterized. Obviously, he's not better than Legacy Dan. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say because Legacy Dan, well, Legacy in general, were just kind of filled with characters that were kind of characters, but not really. I don't know how to explain it, but it's hard to say, but I do like Dan in G3 at least, so there's some redeeming qualities about G3. I usually seem pretty negative in these reviews because, I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of some of the molds or how the game works. But I'm not trying to be negative, I'm just trying to be critical because I want the Bakugan franchise to continue as long as it can. And obviously, if it's not selling well, then that's a problem. So now we'll get on to the molds. First, we got this Ventus Octagon. I know it's green Octagon technically, but I'm just calling it Ventus. Octagon is a good mold. I don't think green's the best color on them. I also don't think they chose the best green. Like, I think the blue and the black and purple for darkest that they chose for, like, some of the attributes, colors, whatever you want to call it, are good. I just don't think this green is very good. It's kind of like guacamole, honestly. It reminds me a little bit of Evolution's Ventus, even though that was a way lighter green, but kind of, like, especially right here. This is definitely like the similar green to the Ventus Evolution green. I almost forgot he had tentacles at the bottom, but it's hard to remember. I mean, all these aren't spring loaded, they're manual. I feel like a lot of the molds would be like absolutely amazing if they just spring loaded them. Like Octagon, I feel like they absolutely could have added latches to these and just made them open. I feel like that would have been cool in the game too, because it would have prevented people from, like, it would have blocked people on the gate card, because I mean, this takes up a lot of space on the gate card, as you can see. So, like, if this was spring loaded and open like this, then it would block people from getting on the gate card, you know? It would be a little bit more nuanced. Well, I don't know if nuanced is the right word. It would have a little more strategy in combining them. Because as it stands now, combining cores together doesn't do anything in the game, because they're not spring loaded. They just all open up the same on the bottom part. It only matters what top half you choose. I'm gonna roll this one because I can. Next is Aquos, or Blue Bruiser, whatever you want to call it. Bruiser's not a mold I'm particularly a fan of. I have a Ventus green, whatever, and the Mythic white one, and they're both not very good. But I do like the blue they chose for this. I think it's very pretty. I do think the blue is nice in G3 at the very least. But that doesn't help the fact that he can't stand on a gate card because his magnet is blocked by the feet. So even if he has a pretty blue, I don't like that this mold is basically not functional. There was a reason why I only bought this pack for a single Bakugan, because the other ones are not good. Case in point, Trox. No. I actually did figure out how to open up his legs at the bottom before. I didn't know it when I was opening the Diamond Trox the first time I got a look at G3. But now I do, and I could safely say it's not any better. In fact, I feel like it's a little worse, because it just looks like he has hip problems. And again, the black and the purple-ish, it's like a plum color, really. On the darkest is also nice. I think the white, black, and blue ones are the best looking ones in terms of colors. I don't really like the red or the green. But the colors, again, not going to save him from the fact he is very, 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 very ugly. I do think the Drox looks really funny with this kind of bottom half attached, because he just looks extremely, extremely scuffed and small, like a little sprunkly guy. And the Bruiser honestly doesn't even look that bad with the bottom half of Trox either. Oh, well, there he goes. That's what happens when your magnet doesn't work, fucker. Really quick before we get into the special attacks, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm hosting a Generation 2 TCG tournament on my server called Bakugan Stadium. The Discord link will be down below. It's going to start on January 7th, so you have plenty of time to enjoy the holidays before you have to register for the tournament. I'm going to be hosting them fairly regularly. This tournament's going to be based around the Overdrive Bakugan that I made. The rules is you have to have one Overdrive Bakugan in your team, but other than that, there's nothing else except the limits and bans that we obviously need. So if that sounds interesting to you, please join the Bakugan Stadium. The link is in the description. And now we have the Special Attack Nillious. Not my favorite mold. This is one of the first special attacks I got to look at with the Galactic variant of Nillious, and I didn't really like it that much then, and I still don't very much like it now. Nillious had a very consistent rate of great to bad model ratios. Like, I feel like all of his molds are either amazing or really bad, and it seems like in Generation 3 it's no different. Because the core Nillious looks great, this Nillious not so much, and then the Titanium special attack looks fine. Actually, it's all over the place compared to Gen 2. And I mean, there's nothing important to really talk about with this bottom half. It's still the same barely spring-loaded parts with two little bits that pop out. I don't get the point of it, but oh well. And I'm pretty sure we've seen this wing before. I actually want to say it was again when Generation 3 first came out from the Diamond Dragonoid special attack. I'm pretty sure this is the exact same ring that you get from it. I'm going to be spinning this in a second, but first I want to go over the reason why I got this damn pack. Aquos Mantid. Absolutely, without a doubt, my favorite mold so far, at least in terms of special attacks. Well, okay, I shouldn't say that. I really like Hammerhead as well, but Mantid's awesome in my opinion. I just like Bakugan, especially the Mantises. like Manchinoid and Mantras. Those were always some of my favorites. And now in this beautiful blue, it's just even better. So of course I had to get this pack. But I wasn't gonna buy it for fucking $30, so I had to wait until this Christmas sale. So if you guessed Aqua's Mantid, then congratulations, you're a true Rush 808 fan. It'd actually be crazy if I actually had like some kind of fans for opening Bakugan. Some people want to be doctors when they grow up, but for me, I want to make a living off of opening and talking about balls. Anyway, back to the toy. It does have the gold tipped little blade things, arm blade things, like the green one also had. So I guess that's alright. It doesn't look bad with the blue at all. I didn't think it looked that great with the green, but with the blue it's fine. And actually as a whole, the entire special attack doesn't look bad at all because they didn't choose the gross piss yellow one. They chose the gray silverish one for the bottom half, and I think it works pretty good. Like from a distance, it's kind of hard to tell that they're different colors, not that much. If you're like just a smidge colorblind, then it'd be like, oh yeah, they're the same color, but I mean, it doesn't look that bad. I think the gray is definitely the way to go for these. And I really like the look of the ring too. It's a nice like minty blue almost, or like a blue Jolly Rancher kind of. Again, I always think of food whenever I see something that looks nice. I don't know why. Probably because I'm fat. But anyway, I'm going to be putting these two together in a little box like I did before. And we're going to spin them and see how they do. There will never be a day where I don't forget to show these off. It's just the blue card holder thing and then the blue cord. Before I didn't know how I was going to spin two special attacks together, but I learned this trick where you just put on the same coin and rip them both out. I learned this from a guy, you may or may not know him, someone called Jet Kuzo. I don't know, he's a fairly popular, I guess. But yeah, in the stream that he did, I saw him do this, so I want to try it out, see how it goes. Yeah, they both kind of got their ass kicked. I'm surprised neither of them opened because those were pretty big hits. I pulled them both pretty hard. I'm gonna space them out a little more so they don't like immediately hit. Yeah, I mean, that's to be expected, really. I wasn't like surprised that they weren't gonna open this box. I have the arena now, but I haven't opened it yet, and I probably still won't like do this on the arena because that seems excessive. This thing is giant. It's probably just gonna be hidden under my bed for the rest of eternity. You know what? For a callback on how I was stupid to think that these would open just on a flat surface, I'm going to try that one more time with both of these spinning around and see if maybe one of them will open. Whoa! Wow, one of the Nillious actually open. That's crazy. Okay, so I guess maybe it will sometimes work if you try to do something like this. It's not consistent. Don't ever actually try this and expect results. Okay, I want to try one more thing just because I don't like these two molds and I want them to. I want to see them get destroyed. Time to meet your makers, you little shits. Yeah, that's about what I expected. And that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed, then please consider liking and subscribing for more reviews, and make sure you look out for the rest of the deal videos I do, where I cover the Clash Pack as well as the arena. And don't forget about the deals I talked about. Those are actually very good deals, and I think it is worth it for 15 or 18 bucks, however much, whatever you wanted to get. It is worth the 50% off, absolutely. This is probably going to be the best deal we're going to get until like next year around the same time. And remember, I am hosting a tournament in my Discord server called Bakugan Stadium. It's going to be a Generation 2 TCG tournament featuring the Overdrive Bakugan. So if you're interested, you have until January 7th to sign up and register your deck. And that's all from me. To end this video, I'm going to put up a picture of a cool mantis. This is a bad idea because I know a lot of people have fears of them, but get fucked, I guess.